All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about some news that is out there that I certainly hope takes place, and that would be a great fight with two of the most entertaining personalities in all of boxing, the great Adrian Broner and Romero. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to be in the, I don't know what weight division it is, probably the 140-pound division, where rumor is out there that there's a fight in the works, if not done. Think more in the works is probably more likely, and that is a fight between the former multi-divisional champion Adrian "the Problem" Broner and the former the fighter formerly known as Romero. And in my opinion, this is without a doubt one of the best fights that can be made amongst fighters that I would say are really not contenders for the belts, but at the same time would just be very intriguing to see how it comes about. It would be a great win for one or the other fighter. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. If you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your support. Really does mean a lot. Make sure you guys, if you don't mind, if you like it, hit the like button. So let's get into this. All right. So was listening to on YouTube. Shout out to, I do believe it's Everything Boxing. Great channel. Has been around for a long time. Put a video up about the fight with a potential fight between Adrian Broner and Romero. Now, if you don't know who these guys are, you probably had your head underneath a rock for the last, I don't know, with Adrian Broner, it's at least 10 years, right? Former 100, I think he's a former 130-pound champion, former 135-pound champion, 140-pound champion, and I think he also had he had a belt at 147. So he's at least maybe a 3 division. I'm not sure about the 130. It may have started at 135 for him. Best weight division was most definitely at 135 pounds. And, really has had kind of a hard way about it, in boxing over the last couple years. He's supposed to fight Omar Figueroa at 140 pounds earlier this year. However, he cited mental health issues and said that he had to pull out of that fight. Sergey Lipinets replaced Omar Figueroa and wind up pretty much ending the career of Omar Figueroa. So, missed opportunity there for Adrian Broner, because no joke, Omar Figueroa looked like he was a complete shot fighter in that. However, Adrian Broner said that he is not going to be retiring, that he is coming back to fight. Now he's also talked, and challenged, some other, like some MMA fighters, and been out there talking about fighting other people. So, I'm sure that he's looking into that celebrity boxing route as well. See if he can get some of that, some of that easy exhibition money against some MMA fighters that may get a little bit too brave and think that Adrian Broner, because he's not, is not a world champion or is not what he used to be, maybe easy money. But I say, don't do that. Better scenario is Romero. Romero is one of the, along with Adrian Broner, is one of the most entertaining guys in boxing outside the ring. And actually, they're both very entertaining inside the ring. I don't think is the same level of fighter that Adrian Broner is. He's also younger. He's definitely a big power puncher, but he has the ability to sell fights, to really get a lot of, comedy for people, watching the lead into the fight. And just like Adrian Broner, man, both of these guys will talk up a good game, get you interested in it. And I think it may be a good crossroads fight for those guys. You got Adrian Broner, who talks about wanting to get back to the top of the game, in boxing, talks about it. I don't know how serious he is. And Romero, who definitely wants to get back on the pay-per-view stage again, and get another big paycheck like he did against against Gervonta Davis. He's saying that he wants that Gervonta Davis fight again, but with the showing that he had, ain't no way he's going to get a rematch with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, if he fights Gervonta Davis 15 times, he's going to get knocked out 15 times. Just not good enough a fighter to fight a guy at the level of Gervonta, but he's young and green enough, young and has enough energy and I think enough ability where maybe he can do something against a guy like Adrian Broner, who's definitely, not what he used to be. Hasn't had a major win in a long time, but at the same time, is a very, very competitive fighter. One of the things that people, when you look at Adrian Broner's really never been blown out in a fight. I mean, he fought Manny Pacquiao. I don't think he was blown out in that fight. He was never in any real danger of getting knocked out or anything like that. Wasn't getting hurt real badly. And I thought he fought pretty well against him. Same thing with his loss to Sean Porter. Even with the Marcos Maidana fight, some years ago when he definitely lost him to Marcos Maidana, I think in the second half of the fight, he looked a lot better in that second half of the fight. Even the fights that he got draws in recently, I do believe Jesse Vargas was somebody that he fought and he got a draw against. He's just always right there in the fight. So, even though he doesn't win, he's still right there in the fight. So, I think the fight would be a good fight, and it might actually be something that Adrian Broner needs because he may be able to stop Rolly Romero. I don't think Rolly Romero is going to stop him, provided Adrian has not really got over the hill in what he's doing. As long as he's not really taking a dip from the last time that he was fighting. But if his mind is right and all that, I'm all, man, please make this fight, especially seeing as where we are in boxing right now with all of these celebrity fights and these fights with MMA fighters or football players fighting each other and basketball players fighting YouTube channel or YouTube, what do you call them? Influencers, right? You have basketball players fighting influencers fighting other influencers. You might as well have one over the hill boxer fighting a B-level former hype job in a real professional boxing match, because you're going to get a higher level of boxing between Adrian Broner and Rolly Romero than you will get in any of these other sideshow Bob, these sideshow Bob type of situations, right? So I say go ahead and make it. Hopefully it would be great if they can make it before the end of the year, seeing as it doesn't appear that, any of the other big fights that we really want to see are going to take place this year. Now, I know that I'm still waiting on, the Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford thing. Doubt it happens this year. Then you have, Jaron Ennis. You have Keith Thurman. I don't think that the Vasily Lomachenko or Devin Haney fight can happen before the end of this year. That's probably next year. Canelo said his arm is out, his hand's out, so he's not going to be fighting for the rest of the year. You do have, Tyson Fury is going to fight somebody, before the end of the year. But so all in all, there's just not a lot of really, really good fights going on, man. And shoot, I'll take this one. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.